Hi guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian and African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click like and of course the subscribe button right now. Okay. I guess we are live, we are live. And I guess you can see me for sure. Now let me of course go way back, because is one like we have to definitely analyze this, this right here. And Ruiz Jr. has changed his tone on who he thinks wins between Anthony Joshua and of course Tyson Fury. Let's not forget that back in February, February, if I'm not mistaken, and the Ruiz Jr. Was asked about Joshua's win over Pulev, and he had some things to say. Here's what he said back in February. He said when he was asked about the prospect of AJ now fighting Fury, Ruiz Jr. initially told Little Giant Boxing, he said, I quote, "I think that is gonna be an interesting fight. Okay. I fought Anthony Joshua. I haven't fought Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has a Ruiz style. He's tall. He fights tall. I kinda see Fury winning that fight. I wasn't too impressed with Anthony Joshua's latest performance, but he got the job done. I think maybe Fury might get him. Depends on how awkward he is. If he boxes, Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody that boxes around and moves around, so we'll see." However, in a new interview, it appears his opinion has changed completely. The original was interviewed lately, and he said, I quote, "I feel if Joshua doesn't box around like he did to me and goes forward, throws his combinations, I think Anthony will pull out the victory." Well, in as much as I respect Ruiz Jr. as a fighter, but we all know Ruiz Jr. as a person is, a chameleon, right? A chameleon. And he's basically not saying that Joshua will beat, Tyson Fury, because according to him, an interview like he conducted an interview with, I think, like Mail Sports, like in the UK, a British media like that, where he said Joshua DM'd him and told him how good a fighter he is. So Joshua messaging the guy, and giving him words of encouragement changed the original opinion. Is what I mean. But original being a chameleon, when I say it, some people say, "Whoa, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Original's a nice fella." No, he might be a nice fella, but he's also a chameleon. So chameleons will always be chameleons. Now, is he right on what he says? We believe that Joshua gets the job done. By the way, go check out my interview with the next heavyweight king. This is the future heavyweight king, Emmanuel Odiase. Go check it out. I released it yesterday. Great interview, great insight. Another Nigerian, who's going to do wonders in the sport. He's got the charisma. His movement is like his legs. For a guy that's been boxing since he was 16, his legs is incredible. I tell you that. And he carries a very, very dangerous power as well. So now, What do I think happens when Fury meets Joshua in the ring? Of course, Fury's dad came out recently with a video. We're gonna go through the video as well. Fury's dad saying, "Hey," saying that Anthony Joshua, like Eddie Hearn, saying that Eddie Hearn, like did not, like basically Fury's dad has been like I mean he watches BBC, okay, he watched the channel, and because we were the only one that were constantly like speaking the facts, the obvious facts that Fury's team don't want it. John Fury responded with a very awkward video. We're gonna go through that video. You know, a video that I would like you guys to see. I mean, it's out there already. And when I saw it, I was like, I was laughing my ass off. I said, "Look at this guy! Like you're supposed to give us brubs, man. You know what we're saying is facts. You know what we're saying is facts. So why are these guys now trying to like, how do I see if what we're saying is not facts? John Fury, he's a guy that contradicts himself. You know, he's a guy that contradicts himself, and everybody knows that. Now, let me see if I can find the video right here. I think it's here. Yeah, it is here. Let's see. Let's go to the video. Here's that.
We're not bothered.
No, John Fury firing back. You know, like he's a response to BBC, a response to us, and that's a fact. He knows that. Would they admit it? No, but this response to us, like they know.
This is a video to Eddie Hearn and all his supporters of AJ. We're not bothered about Anthony Joshua one iota, and here's what you can do. If he wants a fight in June, get it ready for June, Eddie. We'll take him as a warm-up fight. We value Anthony Joshua that much, we'll take him as a warm-up fight in June. So get your arse in gear, get everything needs doing done, and we'll take him in June. We'll have the first fight with him. Because Tyson is fighting twice this year, but we'd like AJ to be the first one on the butcher's block. So get your arse in gear, mate. Wave your magic wand and let's get this fight started. Because nobody's bothered about you or AJ in any way, shape or form. AJ up first, chopping block June. And if you can't put up, shut up. Do that. This is a video to Eddie.
You know what's so funny about this? You know what's so funny about this, man? You know what's funny about this, guys? I'm gonna let you guys know what's funny. What's really funny about this? Like, you know, John Fury the other day came out in an interview where he stated that yeah, as far as it's concerned, there is no fight. You know, he said that the venue, you know, there's no venue for the fight, nothing. There's no venue, no date, so therefore the fight is not happening. This is what John Fury said. So coming out with a video like this and saying, "Well, all you AJ fanboys," and hearing this is basically referring to the BBC, you know, because we are the only ones that went in hard on them. Nobody did. By the way, oh sorry guys, I forgot to wish our Christian brothers all over the globe happy Easter. You know, those guys I celebrated Easter when I was back home in the bar. Nowadays I don't really celebrate such things more like that. Maybe because I read so many books, you know, like so many books, and I don't know, man, so many things happen. Religion is not just something I want to indulge myself into, you know. I'd rather just be human, treat everybody well, respect, like, you know, treat your fellow human the same way you want to be treated. I'd rather be that, you know, in a way. So I would say, like, happy Easter to all the people that celebrate it, and Christians all over the globe. Now let's get to it. Listen. So John Fury coming out, you know, saying all what he's saying. Not saying, oh, you AJ fanboys or Joshua this one, this like you guys tell the end to get a deal done and tell the end to do this, bro. We already told you. Listen, like Eddie Hearn came out recently saying that, like the venue is gonna be finalized, locked in. That was like this week. Okay, let's say this last week, but he now says this week because I know that at the end, within 24 hours, normally can lock a side deal. A side deal. He can lock he can get it locked in. But the problem is that if at the end, for example, were to find a venue, for example, in the Middle East, Team Fury have to approve it. You know, and they can easily just say, "Whoa, we don't want to fight here. We don't want to do this. We don't want to fight." Then finish. And then time is already running out in terms of the deadline day. The day they're supposed to fight. They say the day the contract's supposed to expire. And I just heard recently that people are saying that Anthony Joshua has officially begun training, something like that. His training camp. Well, where Joshua has been training since beating since he beat Kurapulev. So I don't know what some of you guys are saying. Oh, Joshua is not officially training now for for Tyson Fury. No, man, he's been doing that for a long time. Why do you think Joshua is in shape? He's in a great shape. He's in the shape that he is right now because he's been training. Of course, by the time a site, by the time the venue is confirmed and probably the date, then Joshua can kind of officially begin bringing in more sparring partners, to spar for sparring. And I think our brother Emmanuel Odiase will be there. We're going there as well. Going back to the UK, continue spar with Anthony Joshua. Lots of guys will go there and prepare for Anthony Joshua. Prepare Joshua for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, is currently with he's at Andalese Gym in Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. He trains together with Joseph Parker. So Fury has been training, and Fury has been he came out recently, with a picture. That picture, I don't know if someone told me that picture is not real. That he is a Photoshop picture. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how possible that is, but Fury is a master of my game, so he can basically do many things that you and I don't expect him to do. That's what makes Fury a little bit in a way, it makes him special. In a way, it makes him a trickster. Fury, if Fury was able, if Fury, the same Fury who faked an injury rumor, okay? Bro, who faked an injury rumor, that spread out everywhere. People were believing, even Deontay Wilder himself believed that Fury had injuries, that he sustained injury in training camp, and that was the opposite come fight night. So Joshua is smarter than that. Joshua knows what he's doing as a fighter, and he knows how corny Fury is and might be, So that's the reason that you stop saying, "Listen, man, Eddie ain't get this, get that." Eddie already told you, the deal has been signed, the side deal is coming. So by the time Eddie presents us a venue, and of course, I think the venue will be. I mean, I don't know, man. If Fury's team, we agree, but the time might be okay. I understand at the time might not matter to Team Fury, but the venue might matter. It depends. It depends. And the other day, I watched an interview of a guy from the United Arab Emirates. Talking about talking about being interested. Okay, they being interested in hosting Joseph versus Fury in Dubai, for example, or in the UAE, like I saw so many dislikes from coming from the British fans. Like they disliked that video and they weren't having it. So it's like the British fans wants the fight to be in the UK, which of course will make a whole lot of sense. Looking at the fact that both guys are popular in the UK and both have their fans in the UK. You have the far right British fans who are hardcore fans of Tyson Fury, and then you have the civilized people, who are fans of Anthony Joshua. Why do I say civilized? Because far rights are not civilized. They're just close-minded, and is what it is, man. Now, let me see if I can get our brother in and proceed. Stay blessed, brother. Stay tuned. What's up, bro?
Hello? Hey, bro.
Yeah, brother, what's up?
I'm good, man.
Diwali, man, not much, brother. You know, are you a Christian, right?
Yeah.
Happy Easter to you, brother.
Hey, same to you, man.
Why? You use your.
I'm the kind of Christian that doesn't go to church, though.
You say?
I'm the kind of Christian that hasn't gone to church in a long time.
Blake, can you remove it from the Bluetooth, something like that? I don't know why it's like always not clear, you know.
Okay.
Okay, bro. Yeah. So, how is everything, brother?
Yeah? Is it
How is
better
it?
now?
Yeah, it's better. How is everything?
Everything is blessed, my brother. Are
In
we
the flag?
live?
Yeah, we live. We did live. We're live, brother.
Okay. Greetings to everybody. Greetings to everybody in the chat, everybody that came through. Support the channel, smash the like button.
Shout out to Truth Son. Shout out to Truth Son. Truth Son is in the house. You know. Now, bro, let's get to it, man. And Ruiz Jr. has switched turn, okay, on Joshua versus Tyson clash. Remember back in February when he was asked about, you know, the possibility of Joshua fighting Tyson Fury, and you know how he sees the fight. He said he wasn't impressed with Anthony Joshua last fight against Pulev. That was my opinion, a very bad assessment, because Joshua was, if not at his best or one of his best, I think that was his best or one of his best performers, you know?
Yeah.
That's the fact, you know? So this guy said, oh, I wasn't impressed, I wasn't this, I wasn't that. It just shows that Andres Jr., like I said, I'm the first guy to call Andres Jr. a chameleon. Was I the first guy to do it? Bro, like, why you laughing? Am I not the first guy to call Ruiz Jr. a chameleon? Yes or no?
Oh, yes. You're probably the only guy I ever heard calling me chameleon.
Okay, now you see. Now, Ruiz Jr. after Anthony Joshua DM'd Ruiz Jr., okay, and encouraged him as a fighter and told him, listen, you're a great fighter, you have a great future, all this kind of stuff. Ruiz Jr. all of a sudden is not saying that Joshua beats Tyson Fury. Is that not a chameleon move? Your reaction, brother?
Man, okay. You know, to a large degree, it's a chameleon move. I agree. Okay, but that would be from the perspective of an extreme Anthony Joshua fan. You know, for me, I love Joshua. I'm a fan of his, but I'm not an extreme fan. So I wouldn't exactly call it a chameleon move, simply because Andrew Ruiz himself is his rival. And the fact that they are rivals, they would say what rivals say to one another. And that includes trying to drag them down, trying to diminish their accomplishments, or just trying to diminish how good they look. And it's also a psychological game for them, because if you try to diminish how good your opponent or your potential opponent is, then it makes you feel better about yourself. In real life, you might not be as good as you feel you are, but you talking negatively about your potential opponent gives you that psychological boost. So I understand the point of view that Andrew Ruiz is coming from, but at the same time, I also understand when people say that is an extremely chameleon move.
Bro, there is no understanding of this situation, right? This is an extremely chameleon move. So you say now you not think Joshua is a good fighter after he DM'd you and encouraged you as a fighter. Prior to that, he wasn't. So that is what is strange about it.
You know what I want to say? Like, look at the rivalry that existed between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. It was real, man. It was really, really serious. And then when their careers were over, they all became friends. And everybody is like sitting down together, being interviewed, because they are Hall of Famers, they are great. They were the top guys during their era. So at the end of the day, these guys, while they are in their career, they have that wolf mentality where everybody wants to eat anybody possible. You know, the way wolves think is when a wolf approaches another wolf from another pack, they tend to want to attack and get rid of them so that they reduce potential threats. And that's the same thing that these fighters are doing. And that's why, to be honest, as much as the beef that existed between Wilder and Joshua, when their careers are over, I will not be surprised if they become very good friends. You know, so it's just the way fighters are. It's a fighter's mentality. It is what it is, you know.
So, do you think there is beef between Wilder and Joshua? I mean, I don't see any beef there. It's just that some Wilder fanatics, even though you are a Deontay Wilder fan, okay? I know you're like a fanatic of Deontay Wilder. I know that, okay? Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But you are like, you're not just, I mean, you are sometimes objective, okay? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I personally, you know that Wilder and Joshua used to follow each other on Instagram. You know that?
Oh, they no longer follow each other? I
No,
never knew to.
no. They used to follow each other on Instagram. They don't follow each other anymore.
Wow.
You know, like, yeah, man. I know this because, like I said, I have my boxing diary book where I write everything that occurred, when this happened. That was even before I created this platform, you know.
Yeah.
So Joshua looked up to Wilder at some point when Wilder was the king, you know, like on top. Joshua was just coming up, you know, see the prospect. Joshua looked up to Wilder and respected him in a way, like a big brother or something like that.
Yeah.
So after Joshua became a champion and Wilder went, like Wilder, especially that Klitschko fight, Wilder went there, you know. You know, he went to the Klitschko fight and watched Joshua. He supported. If you look at that commentary, Wilder worked with Sky Sports. Okay, he was part of the commentary team, and you saw how happy he was, like for Joshua when he won, and how he was supporting Joshua. So everything fell apart after, DH Wilder fans. DH Wilder fans. You know what I mean? Stands for I'm just gonna say. I will say DH because of YouTube policy. DH, you know, Wilder fans started this kind of Joshua is a docker. You know, Joshua is this. Joshua is that. They started throwing shades. They started throwing shades at Anthony Joshua. So Joshua, they don't like that. Then Deontay Wilder now hardened few to fire, you know, by, you know, like supporting those guys, you know, by coming out and say, you know, all this kind of, I'm the body, like all those things he said about Joshua, calling Joshua a coward, saying that he's not a real warrior, he's not a real Nigerian, all this kind of stuff. So that kind of made Joshua, in fact, even Joshua's sister at that point, you know, was really furious with Deontay Wilder, because I think she herself respected Deontay Wilder, but that really got her furious in a way, you know. So I mean, they are not, Joshua and Wilder are not enemies, you know. It's just that the fans, the fans came, the fans, I would say from both sides, even though I'm listen, bro, I was one of those guys that went on Deontay Wilder, but I did because I did as a reaction, that me supporting my own, you know.
Yeah.
So that was how he, like, now I look at it, I was like, I regret doing that though, like in a way. I regret like having few to fire, because, you know, it became like a big rivalry. Like he was like, this guy, they don't really care about us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
maybe Deontay Wilder does cares about his fans, you know. He has a special connection with his fans, his hardcore fans, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
in general,
absolutely.
these guys don't care about. They're like, what are we like? You know, what are we fighting for?
Putting so much head. Exactly.
So if I knew, if I'd known, I wouldn't have got into something like that. You know, I would have just played out and I just forget about it, But I was
Yeah.
like, I would say I had free to fight. I must say that as well because when people talk smack about the person you're supporting, and you want to hit back, and you hit back, and then like, oh, bro, you keep going back, back and forth, and it never ends.
Yeah. It just gets worse and worse, man. Hey, man, bro, I tell you, man, I really respect the fact that you could come out and say what you just said. Because an average person will not do what you did. It shows that you're a very mature guy, and you're just able to be objective. Now, the Joshua Wilder situation, I don't even think they are rivals till this day. I know Wilder and Eddie Hearn are rivals. They will probably never work together. But I don't think Joshua Wilder will be a problem. But not to digress too much from the Andy Ruiz conversation, I feel like, man, like I said earlier, Ruiz himself is a fighter, he's a fighting man. That's what he does for a living. Even though the fans are criticizing him, calling him fat, slobby, oh, this guy is not serious, he's a nobody, he's never going to get his payday anymore. Majority of these fans that say these things, they can't do 1/10 of what Andy Ruiz does. But they just want to go out there, being the fact that boxing is an extremely emotional sport, and everybody just wants to throw shade, bash everybody. Man, people just need to chill. Ruiz is he's a chameleon, okay, from a strong Anthony Joshua emotional fan. I would call him a chameleon. But from a regular boxing fan, me being the fact that I like Joshua and I also like Ruiz, but I'm not too much of I'm not too much of a fanboy to either guy. I would say Ruiz is just being
bro. Ruiz a chameleon. That's literal, bro. Like there is. I'm not being emotional. Listen, I'm an Anthony Joshua fan, but I'm not a fanboy. Everybody, that's a fact. I'm a Joshua fan because, he's from my place. Okay, he's a Nigerian, so he's an African. I support him. And this is the home of Nigerian African boxing. So how can I be the home of Nigerian African boxing if I don't support our people?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So, but when it comes to me calling Ruiz Jr. chameleon, I call him a chameleon because of his doings and his deeds. Okay, listen, bro. This guy almost gave up. Listen. This guy almost gave up in boxing. And then he got saved by Manny Robles. Manny Robles gave him like a place to sleep when he had none. Okay, when he was almost about to give up. Like this guy, like you remember that he bought, like Hearn helped him to buy his contract from Bob Arum, Top Rank, right?
From Top Rank, yeah.
Bought it, and still he wasn't getting the right fight. So luckily the Jeremy Miller stuff happened. He took PEDs and Ruiz Jr. They stopped Eddie Hearn. Anthony Joshua could have fought anyone on that June 1st. You know that? In America.
Oh yeah.
Like he had all the excuses to fight anyone because Joshua did not underestimate Anthony Joshua at all. Okay? It's just that psychologically he got distracted. Okay?
Yeah.
He got distracted. Time wasn't enough because it just like he know that the guy is a good guy. Of course, he was the fight with Joseph Parker. Joshua also said, he didn't sleep that night. Joshua did not sleep that night. Okay, he did not sleep the night before he fought Ruiz Jr.
That's crazy.
He didn't sleep. He sparred 8 days prior to, he sparred 8 days prior to your fight. Who does that?
Yeah, and I think he got a swollen eye too. In one of the sparrings, just
then he got knocked out by Joey Daweko in sparring. That happened, bro. This happened in Miami before he went to New York. Okay, yeah. But being a fighter he is, he took that fight. What he wanted to do, according to what I'm being told, he wanted to just box and just box. But when he dropped Ruiz Jr., he said, "Oh, let me take it out." Prior to Ruiz Jr., prior to the incident I called, prior to Joshua, that loss, and the way it happened, anybody that Joshua dropped will be taken out. have been all been taken
Yeah.
out. He just try to drop you.
Absolutely.
If he try to drop you, he take you out quickly. Like he's one of the most ferocious finishers in the
He's one of
game,
the
right?
best finishers in every way. Yeah.
Now, that's what he thought after dropping Andrews Jr. Like because prior to that, Andrews Jr. had never been dropped in a professional bout.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fact. Nobody has ever dropped Andrews Jr. in a professional bout. Joshua was the first guy to drop him. As I dropped him, and he thought Andrews Jr. was done. You know, maybe
Yeah.
a couple of combinations, Andrews Jr. will be out of there. But that wasn't the case. You know, so you saw what happened. He wanted to, he landed the right hand, and then threw combinations with the left hook and all that. Both threw the left hooks. Andrews Jr. landed before Anthony Joshua's on.
Yeah.
And when it landed in the equilibrium. And you know how it is. Like I remember Mike Tyson said that if you get hit by the equilibrium, bro, like it's the hardest thing to recover from in a fight. Like it gets you concussed, like really. And even after that, Joshua kept fighting until the seventh round. Like you can tell. You know, he wanted to, but his body wasn't allowing it. Like his body said, "No, you're done." Because
his mind wanted to, but the body said no. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's because the concussion was already in. So he tried. So he actually put up a fight. You know, he got dropped many times. So when I call Ruiz Jr. a chameleon, I'm not saying it because of because he beat Joshua. No, I'm saying it because what he did after he won. Okay, leaving his coach. Like not even like. Can you believe? Do you even know how many times he spoke to his coach after he won that fight?
He's not talking to you.
Not even up to 3 times. That is how unserious you know the guy. That is how you know a chameleon. And the same coach never gave up on Ruiz Jr. Even when Ruiz Jr. because in boxing, to get to a certain position, you have to have the good management and of course maybe a good coach. You know?
Yeah.
So because remember Bob Hearn feed Ruiz Jr. some bombs. And original couldn't knock them out. That was the reason why he didn't really care about Andrews Jr. anymore, right? Because he said, listen, bro, you're not knocking out guys you should be knocking out. What is wrong? So you know what I mean? So maybe now Andrews Jr. is a better fighter. Is this, is that, is this. Now people are saying that well, he can be, okay? He could be like he could be. I don't know. But what we know is that he switched on his day ones. Manny Robles might not be his day one, but he saved him when he had he was almost out of boxing. Like he lost all hope.
So, quick question: is Andrew Ruiz currently with Canelo's coach?
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Yeah, Eddie Reynoso. Yeah.
Reynoso. So does Reynoso speak English?
No. It doesn't. Andrew does not speak Spanish.
And it's a little bit weird for me. I'm being analytical.
Mm-hmm.
So Andrew Ruiz left Reynoso. Left Manny Robles for Reynoso, and he's training with Canelo Alvarez, one of the best Mexican fighters of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's understandable. Ruiz is also Mexican, and he's trying to hang out with his people.
Yeah,
but
Manny Robles is also Mexican by heritage. So it's also Mexican by heritage.
I feel like Andrew Ruiz would have a better rapport with Manny Robles than he would with Eddie Reynoso, just based on the fact that Manny Robles is Mexican American, but Reynoso is Mexican.
Yeah.
And then Canelo is also Mexican. So eventually, to me, it almost feels like Andy is just being an opportunist right now.
Well, he's an opportunist. Like this, is what I'm telling you. This is what a chameleon do. Now, what will he say now when he loses a big fight again? Yeah, like Manny Robles said that Andrews Jr. can be the best fighter in the world. It all depends on him, on what he does, he wants to do with it.
Yeah.
So he can be the best.
In my opinion, I feel like Ruiz should have stuck with Eddie Reynoso especially based on the fact that
You mean you should have stuck with Manny Robles? Hello?
hey, sorry. Okay, yeah, my bad. I apologize. So I feel like Ruiz should have stayed with Manny Robles because the loss that he had was not Manny Robles' fault. It was Andy Ruiz's fault for not being disciplined enough, going into the gym and getting well prepared for the Joshua rematch. So if he loses any big fight in the future, he's going to get dragged badly. So everybody better be ready for that. That's all I can say.
Yes, brother. So we are going to also react to John Fury. Bro, like, can you meet? Are you? What are you doing there, bro? Are you cutting your hair or something like that? Are you a barber?
Okay, it's muted. It's muted.
You did barb somebody.
I did cut my own mustache. No mind. No get.
No responsibility though. I bet you. Wait, me finish first.
I can mute her. Okay.
Let me see. May I call you back? So let me call our brother back. Just hold on, guys. Hold on. Right back. Hello. Mel Joe, what's up, bro?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How's everything?
Yeah, not bad, man. Can't complain, man. Thank God.
In the flesh, Ice Island, man. Are you in the outskirts of Dublin, or you in the main city?
Say that again?
Are you in the outskirts of Dublin? Dublin, or is it Dublin or Dublin? Or I don't know, man. Dublin Dublin. Are you in the outskirts of Dublin, or you are in the inner city or intercity?
No. So I'm literally on the Midlands. So in the Midlands, sorry. It's just about 40 minutes to Dublin city centre. It's not very far from Dublin. It's not very far from Dublin at all. But where I live is also very it's almost like a city, if you know what I mean. It's a very exposed area, very bubbly, very lively. But for me to get to Dublin, it's only like 40 minutes, so it's not bad at all.
So how is the coronavirus protocols out there?
Brother, man, it's crazy. You know what it is as well? I was meant to go to Nigeria on the 8th of June. Ticket bought, everything bought. Now they've added Nigeria to their list. So it means if I go to Nigeria, I have to quarantine in an hotel for 10 days. And that alone is going to cost me 1,870 euros, you know. So it's just
in Nigeria.
No, here. When I on my way back, when I get back to Ireland, I have to quarantine in an hotel for 10 days. And they're charging ridiculous amount of money for that.
Bro, this coronavirus something. I'm not thinking about it. Like, it's like a money making machine for them, bro. Like, it's just like money making machine for them. Like, something is going on right here, man. How did coronavirus become so, like? I mean, can you imagine, like, if you want to, you have two coronavirus tests, okay? The one you need to travel, and just the regular one. Still, they both say negative. If you, for example, to get one, for example, both will say negative, but you have to pay for one, and you're gonna have to pay like 100 and maybe 30 euros just for that one because you want to travel.
My brother, my own thing is that I don't think that this virus was it wasn't manufactured or anything like that. I think it just happened. But the governments, they've lost so much money, and I think that they're just looking for every opportunity right now to make whatever they possibly could. So that's what I think. But I don't think that, because economies has been messed up since last year and all of that. So I wouldn't think that they would want to mess up the economy of the world just for what? To get what? You get what I'm saying? But I think that right now they're just doing everything possible to get whatever it is that they can get from the citizens. It's just mad. Honestly, it's really, really mad. I swear.
Bro, it's crazy, man. Anyway, though, let's get straight to the topic. So you already know. You heard it. Ruiz Jr. the Chameleon. Okay, you heard what he said, right?
No, not yet. No.
I mean, you know that in February he said that Joshua, like he wasn't impressed with Joshua's win over Kurapulev, and saying that if Joshua Fury beats him, and Fury's movement and awkwardness will be too much for Joshua.
Yeah.
Just 3 days ago, in a new interview where he then said he changed tone completely, saying that Joshua has that, like basically backing Joshua to beat Tyson Fury, all because Joshua messaged him, DM'd him, and gave him words of encouragement, So, what do you make of it before we jump to the next one, bro?
For me, right? I know people talk about Andy Ruiz being a really nice guy and all of that. But in my own view, it really depends on what you describe as being a nice guy. For me, Anthony Joshua gave him the opportunity of a lifetime. It wasn't like he was qualified for it. It wasn't like it was a mandatory or anything like that. So I would call it like a blessing. This sudden blessing that comes upon you, and the blessing eventually landed on Andy Ruiz. And I wouldn't say that I was expecting Andy Ruiz to now be forever grateful to Joshua or anything like that. But sometimes when people give you an opportunity, you need to give them some props. You need to kind of at least appreciate that opportunity that came your way. Unfortunately, as soon as Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua in the first match, he started talking a whole lot of crap. I mean, I understand, yes, they are, it's not like they are competing, they're going to be competing against each other in the second match as well. I understand that. But at the same time, even in the midst of all that, I didn't see anywhere, despite all the props that Anthony Joshua gave to Ruiz, called him the champion and showed him a whole lot of respect. I did not see Andy Ruiz show Anthony Joshua any kind of respect. So for me, I've always looked at Andy Ruiz and I'm like, is this guy really as nice and as humble? The fact that someone is soft-spoken does not mean that they are nice and humble. You could have somebody who is a brash talker. For an example, people talk about Deontay Wilder being a brash talker, but people that are actually close to Deontay Wilder says that the guy is a very, 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 very nice guy. Like even journalists, trainers and all of that, like the guy is actually very nice. Yeah, he can be very brash when he's talking and all of that. So for me, Andy Ruiz actually come across as an opportunist, where he always wants to go where he thinks he can get some sort of, look at him, like he left Man Robles. That's one of, I'm also going to talk about that. So one of the reasons why I kind of dislike him, because the guy stuck his neck out for Andy Ruiz. The guy literally saved Andy Ruiz's career, and he saved his life, because Andy Ruiz himself said that he was at the point of just literally giving up. Like he was completely frustrated and all of that. And the way he left Robles, the way he even treated Robles after beating Joshua the first time, just really showed me that the guy is not as nice as he portrays to be. He's not really, you know what, in Nigeria they say somebody not pure. He's not such a pure guy, if you know what I mean. So now, I also see the guy as a chameleon and an opportunist. I'm going to give you a reason why. Another reason why I believe that. Now, in the last couple of months, he didn't really say nice things about Anthony Joshua. But Canelo, I don't know if you watched that interview where Canelo actually said that he believes Joshua is going to beat Fury. I believe now that it might be a situation where, because he's joined that team and he's seen that the main star in that team, which is Canelo, is saying that he believes Joshua is going to beat Fury. So he suddenly changed his tone. I think he's just one of those guys that just like follow, if you know what I mean. Whatever,
And
you know.
original follow. You heard it now from our Joe. Continue, brother.
So for me, the guy just be like a follow kind of a guy where, I mean, who does that? You get what I'm saying? Even if you're going to leave your trainer, the guy will literally save your career, will save your life. He lived with Manny Robles because he was homeless. This guy took him in. And when he left Manny Robles, he didn't even have the courage. He didn't even have the decency to call the man to say that, listen, you've been a good guy to me. You've been a good trainer. You've been a good, you're like a father figure to me. However, it's time for me to move on. And I want to ensure that I move on a good note. He couldn't even do that. He stopped picking the guy's call. He wasn't calling the guy. He wasn't. Who does that?
And sent his dad, okay?
And sent his
to
dad.
tell Robles, I'm not gonna be working with you anymore.
And
Isn't that what a
remember-
chameleon does? Like, what
That's
are you saying?
Let me show you another character of this guy. When this guy lost to Anthony Joshua the second time, he actually said it to the world. I apologize to my trainer, to my father. I didn't train. I was living the life. It's all my fault. It's not their fault. And then you turn around the next minute to treat him like that after saying all of that to the world. Come on. So it just shows you that the guy is not. I don't know. I like the guy. I think he's actually very talented. I think he's a good boxer. He has a lot of flaws, but his hand speed, I don't think there's anyone in the heavyweight division that has such hand speed. But in saying that, the guy is not a guy that I trust. Canelo said he believes that Joshua is going to beat Tyson Fury, and he believes it's going to be by knockout. So maybe Andy Ruiz now he's watched that interview or he's spoken to Canelo, now he's changing his mouth. So for me, the guy, I don't know. I really don't.
Well. According to him, he said Joshua DM'd him.
Recently?
Joshua message. I think it was last year when he lost to after Joshua beat him. I don't know, man. Joshua sent him a message of encouragement. Okay, message of encouragement, saying he's a great father. He's gonna bounce back. So I'm like, if that's the case, why was he still talking smack about Anthony Joshua because, like, I agree with what you just say right now. I agree with what you say. I think because he see Canelo, like, maybe he's been trying to hit on Anthony Joshua in the gym. Canelo being one of his role models, the person they look up to, who likes Joshua. It's like, they gotta follow. You don't even talk yourself, but
so for me, the guy not follow is also an opportunist in life anyway. Somehow we all need to look for opportunities, but in own level of he doesn't even want to fight his way to the top anymore. He just wants to go straight back to the top.
Who is he calling out right now? He's calling out Joshua. He's calling out Tyson Fury. He's calling out Deontay Wilder. In as much as I'm not a I'm not a fanatic of Deontay Wilder or a fanboy. Everybody knows that. I like Deontay Wilder. I'm a fan of him, but not a fanatic. Okay. We have to be very sincere right here. Ruiz Jr., like, in a realistic world, okay? Ruiz Jr. does not deserve to even fight the top 3 dogs right now.
Should I even tell you one truth, right? Ruiz Jr. is calling out these guys, but he does not want to fight any of them. The only one he wants to fight is Anthony Joshua, and it's just for the money. That's it. Trust me. He's calling the other guys out, but his desire, if you were to call Ruiz Jr. today and say, listen, you have a chance to fight any of these 3 guys tomorrow, who are you going to fight? He's going to go straight and say Anthony Joshua. All because he knows that's where I'm going to get the most money. But for me, I agree. He does not deserve to fight any of those guys at the minute. He needs to actually fight some other guys and work his way, because before Anthony Joshua, who did he fight? The only name that I can actually say that is of any worth would be Joseph Parker. Yeah, he's Joseph Parker, really. Other than that, I can't really say that he's fought any other heavyweight that is of any.
Do you know the reason why like Bob Hearn didn't give a F anymore, or didn't give a F anymore about Ruiz Jr. when he was with Top Rank? Do you know that? Do you know why?
Of course,
Should I tell you? Do you know?
Said in interviews that he couldn't even, Bob Arum said in interviews that he couldn't knock the bombs that I've given them. He couldn't knock them out. I've given him bombs to fight, and he couldn't knock those bombs out. Like, it's a waste of time. That was what Bob Arum said. That the guy is a waste of time. You know, even Bob Arum, after that loss, or after that victory over Anthony Joshua, remember Bob Arum said that Anthony Joshua is not the real Anthony Joshua. He kept saying it.
Yeah,
he said that a number of times, that no, he can't believe that is Anthony, that there is something wrong.
But after Joshua won, he changed his tone. But that is what, Bob Arum, although we know old age, man. It's the reason why Bob Arum.
It's not even Bob Arum.
Israel Lucan is saying Ruiz is a top 5 fighter now, maybe, but before he beat Joshua, was it even ranked? It wasn't in the rankings. It wasn't ever rankings. That's the fact. So he was in the top 5 ranking.
No, it was like top 15.
Was it top 10? It wasn't top. It wasn't top 10. It was perfect. It was in the ranked low, top 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I say?
Yeah.
So what was it? Was anybody even looking out for the original before for Anthony Joshua?
No.
So what are you saying? Like, a lot of you guys didn't even know who Ruiz was. I've known the guy for a long time, but a lot of you guys didn't know who the original was.
The truth of the matter, Israel Lucan. The truth is, now I agree. You can say he's top 5 heavyweight, but before fighting Joshua, nobody was talking about Anthony Jr. and a lot of people did not know about him. I can tell you that. A lot of people, because Joshua got so much stick before that fight. He got so much stick. They're like, oh, look at this fat guy. Some people didn't even know his name.
Yeah. Can you imagine that Ruiz Jr. is still at 1.6 million followers on Instagram? And that since 2019, like he got to that place. And after the Joshua, after he got beat by Anthony Joshua, even when Joshua lost, his profile, still went up.
But
like it's so weird, but in a way, like it's so crazy, man. Continue, bro.
Do you know, bro, that even before he fought Joshua the first time, and the Ruiz Jr. was only 100,000 followers, less than, because I've always followed it.
No, before he had only 5,000 followers before he was announced to represent Jerry Miller. After that, after the announcement came in, he gained followers overnight from Mexicans.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was when I started following him as well. After
so you see the Mexicans, like Joshua gave birth to Ruiz Jr.
Yeah, in a way, for me, I think that Joshua somehow, he wasn't really focused. And for me, I call that focus he underestimated Ruiz Jr. to an extent, I think Joshua actually believes that Ruiz Jr. has always been a good fighter, but he did not really know how good, especially with his hand speed. He really didn't know that the guy, because even Joshua was saying that he did not understand the guy, that the night before the fight, he was still watching videos of him. He was still watching videos, so he didn't sleep, just trying to understand how to fight Ruiz Jr. So for me, I think, stars just kind of fell in line and fell in place for Ruiz Jr. to be the champion that night. Yeah. Everything just fell in place. And you know what it is as well, sometimes in life, when things are meant to happen, There is nothing anybody will do. Everything will just fall in place for you. And that was what happened to Ruiz Jr. And I'm happy for him. But it's just the way the guy is just the way he treated Robles. Out of all of these, I could care less about anything else. What he said about Joshua, blah blah blah. I could care less because these guys are always going to talk kind of crap about each other because they are competing in the same era. But the way he treated Robles, man, that was just absolutely disgraceful. I lost every respect for him, just because of that.
Yeah, if you can say you should forgive him, why can't you forgive him? Well, anyway, though, now let's get to the next topic right here because we're gonna be discussing. Listen, man. Oh my god, I can't, bro. John Fury has exploded, bro. I mean, John Fury watches this channel, bro. Remember, we were the last people to win in on them, to win in on Tyson Fury and John Fury, bro. John Fury came out with bro. I don't know, man. Like that was scary watching it. Let's take a look at it, guys. Stay tuned. Let's take a look at it and then proceed.
This is a video to Eddie Hearn. This is a video to Eddie Hearn and all his supporters of AJ. We're not bothered about Anthony Joshua one iota. And here's what you can do. If he wants a fight in June, get it ready for June, Eddie. We'll take him as a warm-up fighting. We value Anthony Joshua that much, we'll take him as a warm-up fight in June. So get your arse in gear, get everything needs doing done, and we'll take him in June. We'll have the first fight with him. Because Tyson is fighting twice this year, but we'd like AJ to be the first one on the butcher's block. So get your arse in gear, mate. Wave your magic wand and let's get this fight started. Because nobody's bothered about you or AJ in any way, shape or form. AJ up first, chopping block June. And if you can't put up, shut up. Do that. This is a video to Eddie Hearn and all his supporters of AJ. We're not bothered about Anthony Joshua.
You heard it now. He said it's a video to Eddie Hearn and all the supporters of AJ. He's basically referring to us, okay? Because we're the last people to go all in on Tyson Fury, and the video almost have like I think 4,000 plus views, and we call Tyson Fury a trickster. So I think his dad might have seen it or someone told him, and then he came all in. But it's really a scary video, bro. I tell you that, like Joe Fury in this sort of mode, man. Me watching, I was like, whoa, Joe Fury knows about BBC. Now, wow. Anyway, what do you make of it, bro? Like he said that, listen, Eddie Hearn should get it done. They don't mind taking Anthony Joshua as a tune-up. Remember, when we reacted to this, we reacted to it to a video where he said that with or without Anthony Joshua, Fury will fight twice this year. Okay, yeah, and then we went in hard on John Fury, and bro, the guy is definitely angry at us, man. What do you make of it, brother?
My brother, man. See what you said about these people. They watch these channels. Trust me. They watch these channels. They actually do. You won't be surprised that Joshua watches your channel as well. You won't be surprised that Wilder watches your channel and other channels. So they want to know what is happening in the social media world concerning them. So they watch these channels for sure. Now, you see John Fury. God, these guys, man. I wasn't scared in any way whatsoever. I saw the video and I was like, well, it's just John Fury, sometimes, bro, you remember this saying that says empty barrel makes the loudest noise. Sometimes these people just make so much noise, but they are empty on the inside. Trust me. Now, why is John Fury even giving out to Eddie Hearn and like, oh, get your magic fingers or whatever and do that? What about Fury? Does Fury not have his own promoters? What is Frank Warren doing? What is Bob Arum doing? Why is he up to what's his name?
Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn. Why is he just up to Eddie Hearn? Why is he up to AJ? Why is he up to his team? They're gonna get equal amount of pay from this fight. So why is he up to these guys? And they want to turn around and say that AJ is not the A side? These guys are jokers, man. I actually don't care about John Fury, screaming and shouting and talking to us and talking to BBC and talking to all of us and telling us or trying to scare us that, oh, all of you just shut up and worry about what not.
Well, I got scared, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got scared. In the manner he said it, bro, I was like, whoa, that is Martino.
Bro, scared of what? The guy that called him out, Tio, what's the guy's name? Tio something that called him out. Has he responded? Has he fought the guy? These guys they just make so much noise, man. And it's coming to a point. It's actually getting to that point now where people are looking at these guys as jokers. I'm telling you. I'm really telling you that. They are looking at them like the more they are making a fool of themselves. They're really making, because you've got two promoters on your side and one promoter on the other side. And you are telling the promoter on the other side to make the fight happen. Otherwise, you move on. But last year, you couldn't even get a fight together. You were meant to fight Wilder. You didn't fight him for whatever reason. And then you said you was going to fight in November. You couldn't even raise the money to have a damn fight with Caballero. And now you want to talk about having two fights this year? Who is he going to fight? If he's not fighting Wilder or he's not fighting Joshua, who is he going to fight? Where is he going to make $100 million? Where are they going to make it? They don't have money. They can't do it. They're just making noise, man. Just making absolute noise. They can't even pay Wilder for this arbitration that is going on. They can't pay him. They're hoping that the decision is not going to go Wilder's way. At this point, I'm even praying that Wilder gets 50 million from them. Because these guys are just jokers, man. They're just jokers, bro. They're jokers. Why is he up to Eddie Hearn? Why is he up to Anthony Joshua? The both of you are going to be in the ring. The both of you are going to earn $100 million or whatever it is that you're going to earn. And you're depending on Eddie Hearn to do the job. And you're telling the fans to shut up. How dare you tell us to shut up? Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? You don't pay my bills. I don't pay your bills. You don't know me. I don't know you. And you're telling us to shut up. Put up or shut up. Put up with who? Who the hell does he think he is? Come on, man. He was talking about, he's going to fight Tyson Fury. He's going to fight this. He's going to fight that. Who has he fought? Who did he fight when he was a fighter? Who did he fight? He was a bum. Go look at his box rec. He was a bum. John Fury was a bum when he was fighting. And then he wants to talk about other people. He wants to talk about the fans. He wants to talk about us. We are the one that keeps this boxing thing alive because we keep talking about these fighters.
Bro, talk to the phone. Talk to the phone, bro. I beg.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, talk to the phone. Maybe person hear you. We're okay.
Okay, I talk to the phone directly. Can you hear me now?
Okay, talk.
Yeah, so I was saying that we are the one that keeps this boxing thing alive because we keep talking about, we keep having these conversations regularly. So he can't tell us to shut up. Without us, without BBC, without all these other boxing channels, without the fans, they can't have boxing can't be the way it is right now. We keep this thing alive. So he cannot tell us to shut up. He should tell his own promoters, Tyson Fury's promoters, to do their job. He's not talking to the right people, bro. He's not talking to them. He's talking to the wrong people. If he's not fighting Wilder, if he's not fighting Joshua, who is he going to fight? They couldn't. You know why he didn't fight Caballero last year? They couldn't get the money together. BBC, they couldn't get the money together to fight Caballero. And John Fury wants to scare us. Scare us about what? Come on, man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Adewale, are you there, bro? Are you there, Adewale? All right. Adewale is here though, but I don't know what's up with him, bro.
You know, sorry, BBC, can I just say this as well? Just for you to check.
Hold on 1 minute, bro. Hold on 1 minute. Or just hold on 1 minute. Don't worry.
Okay.
Adewale has to unmute. But anyway, I'm going to add our brother right here to the.
Hey, bro, you want me to? I'm here with you guys, but I just can't speak right now.
No problem. Unmute him.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Sean, what's up?
Hello. Okay.
All right. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
I beg, yeah. Not a listen. Don't listen to it from your. Sean, what's up,
I'm alright, man. How you doing?
bro? This guy.
Can you hear me now?
I beg, yeah. Not a listen. Don't listen to it from your. You're listening from your TV, bro.
From my
just
TV, huh?
just off it, yeah, bro. I'll mute it. Not listen. Don't listen to it you're listening from your TV, bro.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, man, it's better now, bro.
Alright.
How you doing, brother?
I'm alright.
So what do you make of John Fury recent rant? Have you seen the video?
Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah.
What do you make of it, brother?
Yeah, but what I think is all what he's saying as well. To be honest with you, I think he's trying to promote the fight as well. That's what I think. I think he's trying to promote the fight because all this thing he's saying. What he's talking about. Like the way Tyson Fury do. Whatever they do, they always play the mind game. So all those things he's saying, they know what they're doing. They know the game they're playing. So I think he's trying to promote the fight as well. For me, that's what I think. Anyway,
Yeah, where you from, though? Where you from, brother?
I'm from Nigeria.
This is Jamaica, so the way they talk.
No? Yeah.
Okay, no wala. Thanks, brother. So, yeah, can you mute it for a second? Let our brother Maojo come in and finish it. Just me for a second. I will call you back. Maojo, what's up?
Yes, bro, I'm here.
I beg, continue with you the talk before.
Right. So I was just going to say as well that for some reason, so if you compare what is happening right now to when Tyson Fury fought Wilder, it is so different. It's almost like anything that has to do with Joshua and these big fights, is it that they're trying to milk him or they're scared of him? I don't even know. But there is always this thing, like some sort of hesitation. He almost looked like, I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I truly agree with Sean saying that he's trying to promote this fight. I'm not sure if this is the best way to promote the fight, giving the Hearn the ultimatum to make the fight happen and telling the fans to shut up. You can't tell fans to shut up because we are the one, we actually promote these fighters. Because we talk about them regularly, we keep this boxing thing alive. So, in a way, I don't know if they truly, maybe what they're trying to do, maybe, like I said, I may be wrong. I'm just making this up. But it looks to me as if they are trying to, I don't know, if the fight doesn't happen at a certain time, they're just going to say, oh, because Joshua didn't make the fight happen, blah, 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 we're moving on. It almost looks to me like they're looking for an excuse to just to get out of this fight. That's how it looks to me. I don't know what Sean thinks about it, but that's how it looks to me,
Thanks, brother. I really do appreciate it. Guys, get your Rafa Akbadori t-shirt right here. Get your Rafa Akbadori t-shirt. Shout out to my brother. Divine, you already gotten yours, thanks, brother, for ordering yours and coming through, and it's a pleasure, bro. Always nice to see Nigerians support Nigerians, So I beg, we're gonna go now Rafa Akbadori t-shirt. So, our brother in the house, Sean, okay, you there, see here with us, bro?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So, what do you make of Ruiz Jr. Recent statement, like switching tune, saying, of course, saying like, what he said before. That was in February where he said Joshua. He wasn't impressed with Joshua's win over Kurapulev, and
That's
now
right.
in a new interview he said that he believes that Joshua beats Tyson Fury, like basically backing Joshua to beat Fury. Like, what do you make of that, bro?
Yeah, you see that time, I did think, because when they watch Anthony Georgia fight, him they think say maybe, him think say because of he still have a beef for this guy at that time, He was following. He still have a beef for Joshua at that time, so that's what he thought. But I think when he watched that fight again, the fight with what's the name of this guy, this Bulgarian guy, what's his
Kurapulev.
name? Pulev, yeah. So when I think he went back to watch the fight again, then but the second comment he made, he was right about that, because if you really look at it, this fight, Joshua is going to win this fight for sure, because Tyson Fury is going to boss this guy around. Time, we boss him around. But this guy is going to go all out. Joshua will go after him. He will go after him. He will rush him like the way this guy rushed, the way Tyson Fury rushed Deontay Wilder. And this guy will rush him because Tyson Fury, we want to boss Joshua around, box. But Joshua won't wait for that. He will go after him, and he will knock him out. And which is what this guy is saying is right. His second comment, because Joshua is definitely will knock him out.
Well,
Right.
I would say definitely, because Joshua is not. He's not going to be in there with a novice fighter. Even a novice fighter is dangerous. Don't you see what happened to our brother the other day? It was not last weekend, yeah. Steven Adeton, who got stopped by a total bomb. So, bro, like this game right here, anything can happen. So Joshua, of course, we know he's got the attributes and everything to beat Tyson Fury.
You know one guy, this American guy, this guy fought last time, I think a few years ago. This guy was a cruiserweight. What is his name again? The American guy that knocked Tyson Fury out. What was his name again?
The one, Stevie
He knocked
Cunningham.
him down. No. Yeah. He knocked him down. If that guy have enough power to knock Tyson Fury
Bro,
down,
are you a boxing fan, right?
Yes. I watch boxing all the time.
So you know about Styles make fight, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's what it is. Doesn't mean because Steve Cunningham knocked Fury down, or it means anybody can just knock it down. I mean, like Fury can be knocked down.
Yes.
Fury can be knocked down. He got knocked down. He got knocked down. He got knocked down twice by Wilder in their first fight. Fury can be knocked down, but can you keep him down? That's the thing.
But he has lost a lot of weight now, and for him to be able to take shots, because now why he lost plenty weight, because he want to run around. He want to run around the ring. He need energy to run around, He need, so it's more lighter now. That imagine if Joshua eat him now, he's gonna go down, because he has lost plenty weight now. He want to box Joshua, he want to do the same thing Joshua done to Andy Ruiz. But that is going to be dangerous for him,
Anyway, we'll see how that goes. By the way, I just want to say thanks to all of you guys, every each and one of you that support the channel. I do really appreciate it. Order your BBC, order your Rafa Akpajore t-shirt right here. Akpajore was supposed to fight yesterday though, but the bout got postponed. So the new date is now April 24. It's crazy, man. The event got cancelled. By the manager, something like that. I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. Anyway, Akpajore is gonna stay active regardless of all the roadblocks. And his last fight, he's doing a lot of numbers on BBC right here. So see how it goes. So guys, order your Rafa Akpejere t-shirt right now. How do you get it? Follow me or just DM me on Instagram at Boxing Blog Center. You see on the live chat right here, I pinned it. I pinned it there. So write me there. So tell me your location, where you are, and how we can get it there. I will let you know. I'll tell you the details. God bless you all, guys.
No problem, brother.
Cheers, brother. Thanks for supporting BBC.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Mal Joe, we're coming back tomorrow, though. Coming back tomorrow to discuss MMA stuff. About MMA. Who's calling me right now? This guy always call me. Like, and this time I bet you guys see me. I bet mute for that. I beg.
Yeah.
You can mute, Sean.
All right, I will.
Who was this guy? This guy always call me, and anytime I pick it up, like, I don't know who this might be. They call me, and anytime I pick it up, then it goes on mute, something like that. I don't know. It was different this time around. Let me see. It's a little bit weird though. It just calls about like that. And keep it on mute. Okay, the guy don't pick. You don't want to pick. No, voila. God bless you all.